on Connecticut's news station. An attempted carjacking caught on camera. Wild videos showing the owner fighting off the suspects.
Plus, facing a judge in a hospital bed. A man accused of beating his father to death. His family speaking out.
Feeling like July with record-breaking warmth on the way. Your full forecast coming up.
And extreme fire danger risk across the state.
Still very, very dry.
Crews training to stop flames from spreading.
Handcrafted and made for hometown heroes, 82-year-old Ed is getting his hands dirty, all to help. I'm Jim Altman. We're in Windsor today. More ahead on the Fox 61 News.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here on the news at 6. I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. It's a beautiful spring day outside right now. Taking a live look at Mohegan Sun, Middletown, New Haven, and Hartford. Nice warm temperatures we're seeing for April.
Summer's come early, and it's only getting warmer as the week continues on here. Let's get a first check of the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank. Hi, Rach.
Yeah, records could go down in the coming days, guys. We might even take a run at the 90-degree mark, which would certainly be unusual for this time of year, to say the least. But today, we hit our first 80-plus degree day in the Hartford area. The average time that we do that is April 28th, so we are a couple of weeks ahead of schedule, but within the realm of normal. But the average first 90-degree day is not until the end of May. So if we end up doing that at some point over the next couple of days, that will be even more unusual and rare for this time of year. Meantime, though, it is beautiful out there with temperatures that are in the upper 70s to lower 80s. The only complaint are those gusty winds, and those winds continue to help fuel that higher risk for brush fires to spread. Heading into the day tomorrow, we're going to get rid of the wind, so we'll still have low humidity, abnormally warm temperatures, dry conditions, dry brush, but it may help us out just a little bit. We'll take what we can get. Low temperatures tonight will drop back into the 50s as we head towards daybreak, and then we are off to the races. We'll see high temperatures climb into the mid to upper 80s as we head through the afternoon. This is inland, but even at the shoreline, we're looking at high temperatures climbing into the low 80s as we head through the afternoon. We'll do it again Friday, and then changes for the weekend. Your full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, happening now in Waterbury, a brush fire happening at the abandoned park Holy Land USA. Crews on the scene working to knock down those flames. We are in a red flag warning across the state as the temperatures continue to rise.
To Rocky Hill now for an update to a story we've been following so far all week. We're getting a look at home surveillance video of the moments a homeowner fought 4 masked men trying to steal a car from his driveway.
Yeah, now police are needing your help to identify those suspects. Fox 61 Samaya Hernandez live outside of police headquarters with the very latest for us. Samaya.
Jen and Ben, even police tell us that they are shocked by the bold way the man engaged one of the suspects, but then ended up in a full-out brawl with several others. That is until his wife's voice chimed in, making all the difference.
He just tried to grab her car.
By the time a woman on Valley View Drive spoke to dispatchers, her husband had already fought with attempted robbers for nearly 40 seconds. Douglas Russell lives next door.
They're a real nice family, and it's just a shame to see this happening.
It was still bright out around 7 o'clock Monday evening when a man boldly pulls an attempted robber from his car and fights with him in his own driveway. Then several more young men emerge from a car and jump the man until his wife's voice heard over the Ring camera, causing would-be robbers to flee. All 4 still on the run Wednesday.
The fact that it happened in daylight, that's the scariest part. Like, it's not at night, and you normally think something like that might happen at night, but now they're out and about in daylight.
The man appears to initially walk it off, but did end up in the hospital. 2 children also live at this home. The 4 younger men escaped in a dark-colored Mercedes sedan before police arrived, but the community is still reeling.
It's been, kind of an adjustment, trying to shift from this real, thinking about this as just such a quiet, safe place. And, having this sort of thing occur regularly has been a little disturbing.
This guy could have been seriously injured. Thank God that he wasn't. But a lot of these suspects now carry weapons, guns, knives, and, it's not worth it.
Police putting extra patrols on the streets and encouraging residents not to engage. But Rocky Hill isn't working it alone.
We do have a great team of detectives, and there's some regional assets that are out looking for some of these suspects where they gain the intelligence and do locate them and do take them into custody.
And if you have any knowledge about the whereabouts of any of the 4 young men in the video, you are encouraged to call Rocky Hill Police. Our crews are still digging into this, and we will have much more for you coming up on the news at 10 o'clock. I'm live in Rocky Hill. Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Samaya, thank you. New information tonight in a case out of Waterbury where police say a man died this week after a fight with his son. The state's attorney says that Wilfredo Martinez died of a cardiac incident, and now the medical examiner is tentatively classifying it as a homicide. All of this as Luis Martinez faces charges of assault and more. Fox 61's New Haven County Bureau reporter Julia LeBlanc joining us now live outside of Waterbury Superior Court with more. Julia?
Hi, good evening to you, Ben. I got a chance to talk to Wilfredo's daughter, and she says that she wants his son, Luis, to spend the rest of his life in prison for this. And today, the state's attorney here in Waterbury did announce that Luis could likely be facing more charges in this case.
This is a rather egregious incident.
Charges being brought against 42-year-old Luis Martinez from his hospital bed on Wednesday.
This defendant allegedly yelled at him, was yelling at the dad, and I'm quoting, and was telling him to die.
Waterbury police say just before 3 p.m. on Monday, Luis got into a fight with his dad, 67-year-old Wilfredo Martinez. Wilfredo died at the scene, and as other family members intervened, the state's attorney says Luis hurt them too. The prosecution says Luis left the scene after hitting his dad with a wooden stick multiple times in the chest and back, knowing he had a serious heart condition and a pacemaker.
I know what I feel. It's resentment towards him. I want him to get life in prison.
Taina Martinez is Luis's biological daughter, but she calls Wilfredo her dad. She was there as he died in her arms.
And I'm holding him, telling him, "Pa, don't leave me yet, don't leave me." And I'm out here pumping his heart, see if I can make it pump or something. And I guess it wasn't enough.
Taina says Luis has a drinking problem, and he was drunk at the time of the fight.
He loved his dad, but he was very problematic.
His defense attorney says Luis has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. He has an outstanding warrant out of Naugatuck and is wanted in 2 other states.
If he can get life, even better. He took my father, my dad, something I will never get back. Never.
Someone who Taina says was a hardworking man, taking many under his wing and loving them with everything he had.
He played a big role. I'm the person I am because of him.
Now, Luis is being held on a $1.5 million bond. He is expected to be back here in court in Waterbury on May 17th. Now, in the meantime, the Martinez family is asking anyone who knew and loved Wilfredo to stop by that home on Platt Street and light a candle in his honor. We're live here in Waterbury. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Julia, thank you. New tonight, the town of Avon says that they're seeing a rise in burglaries and car thefts. In the first 3 months of this year, the police department says that there have been 9 home burglaries. That's the number the town has seen in the past on average for a whole year. Police say that they believe the crimes are connected to the South American theft group and will likely seek arrest warrants in the future. The town also looking into 8 stolen cars. Police believe the thefts involve a group of juveniles from Meriden. To Mansfield now, where police have identified the woman killed in a crash yesterday. Police say Vanessa Rivero was driving on Route 32 when she crossed into the southbound lane and hit another car head-on. Rivero was pronounced dead on scene. The driver of the other car was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone who might have witnessed that crash should call police.
New video tonight out of Bristol from the police department showing a car ramming into a gate at ESPN. Take a look here. Police sharing this video on their Facebook page. You can see the car going right into the security gate on Ronzo Road. Police say that they're estimating the car caused $35,000 in damage. If you have any information, you should call Bristol Police. Well, the city of Bristol on Wednesday marking 6 months since 2 of its officers were killed and another was hurt in an attack. Today, community members are gathering to honor Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamsey, who were killed, and Officer Alec Iorado, who was seriously hurt. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner joins us live from Muzzy Field, where the game is just getting underway. DeAndrea.
Well, hey, this game has been underway since 6 o'clock this afternoon, and it is amazing. It's a beautiful day for a baseball game, and the cause of this game is also so beautiful. Many people traveled hours just for this game to happen on the heels of the anniversary of these two officers dying. And let's just talk about how this happened. Officer Ayurado's alumni baseball team asked to host this game here at Muzzy Field. It was his alumni team, and just before this game started, he threw the first pitch, and now all proceeds from ticket sales and everything else tonight are going straight to the fallen officers' families. And the crowd is here, people are showing up, and the event organizer says that this was just their way of showing their support tonight.
When this happened, it still felt like it hit home, and just for everything that the police force does for us, it just was a tragedy no matter where you are to hear about what happened, and we wanted to do everything we could at this point to try to make something good out of it and help out in any way we can.
Our season is in the spring. We couldn't do anything immediately, so this works out. We've got a great night. Hopefully it's a good night for this community, something positive to happen to this community, which is what we're looking forward to.
And something that also happened here tonight is that this team, they have customized jerseys. I'm actually going to ask my photographer to pan over to the coach's jersey to see the back of it. It says DeMonte on the top and Hamzy on the bottom. And each team member has this customized jersey tonight. And they're actually auctioning off these jerseys. And all those proceeds, again, will go straight to the fallen officers' families. And now this game started at 6, and you still have time to get out here and show your support for the Bristol community. For now in Bristol, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Please visit.
DeAndrea, thank you. As the investigation into the Louisville bank shooting ramps up, we're learning more about the lone gunman from his family. The gunman's family releasing a statement saying that he had, quote, mental health challenges that the family was trying to address, but they had no idea he was planning a mass shooting. Writing in part, quote, no words can express our sorrow, anguish, and horror at the unthinkable harm our son inflicted on innocent people, their families, and the entire Louisville community. Just minutes before the shooting took place, he allegedly texted those same family members, writing, I love you. One of the first officers on scene, a 26-year-old rookie, remains in critical condition tonight after being shot in the head.